Okay, good afternoon and thank you for joining us. We shall take the usual format today, beginning with a live broadcast section, and we'll begin with Gary Cottrell and Sky Sports News. Off you go, Gary.
Thanks, Tom. I think I've met you before, Calum. Nice to meet you.
Yeah, nice to meet you too.
Can I ask about any injury updates? You obviously had a bit of time away from action. Anything we should know about?
Yeah, we've got so Reece is back in training, Levi's back in training, both looking good. Little bit away to the game, so we'll see how they do day by day. But both are looking promising.
So are both of those equally expected to either be involved or not? Was one ahead of the other?
No, not really. We're taking it day by day. Obviously, Levi's had a long injury. Reece had a really good run and has been injured again, and there's a lot of games still to play, so we don't want to push too much. But we're just taking it day by day and see. Hopefully, they come through.
That's clearly great news. You're not ruling out either of them, though. There could be a body in the squad, maybe.
Yeah, potentially. Yeah.
So in terms of Reece, if he is involved, it was his 200th league game, bit of a milestone for him. Talk to us about him and what his role has been while he's not been playing for you as a senior player, the captain around the place.
Yeah, Reece has been brilliant from the day I stepped up in January, to be honest. This time around he's injured, so it's a little bit of a different role, like you said. Even though he's still young, he's massively experienced. He's won major tournaments. He loves the club. He cares about the club. So he's driving and pushing standards every day. We have a leadership group here that he's a massive part of, and he's been a massive support to me and all the staff involved on an interim basis.
Well, that's great news about those two. What's it been like around the place? Obviously, you've had some time off, but around here, having reached a cup final, has that just lifted the mood a little bit after a difficult time?
Yeah, it's always difficult when you're not performing and not getting the results that you feel like you need and you want to push towards. And it's amazing how a win can change the feel and the atmosphere and the momentum with the group. So they've been in a really good place they trained the last 2 days and they've been in a really good place, as is the staff and Cobham as a whole. So hopefully we can continue that.
You managed to have a bit of time off. I don't know whether you did, but obviously the players had a few days off. We saw that Enzo went to Madrid of all places, given Madrid game last month. Do you think that was a wise move?
We gave the lads 3 days off, and I actually thought I think it says a lot about the group that they go away together. I love the fact that they spend time together, and they've gone to Madrid to watch tennis. So I don't see an issue with it, in honesty.
Because apparently he went to the same tournament last year.
Exactly, yeah. He was there last year with his teammates again. The last time they had a break, they spent time together as well. So I think it's a positive sign for the unity within the group.
For your first time in the dugout in charge at Stamford Bridge, in charge of the first team anyway, how much are you looking forward to it?
Yeah, really looking forward to it. Got a really tough game. Nottingham Forest are a really good side. We'll be well prepared for it. But yeah, it'll be a great honour to lead a game at Stamford Bridge. Obviously, I've been involved in games at Stamford Bridge as assistant or support staff. Might have a bit of a different feel leading the team. It'll be a great honour in front of the Chelsea fans. Really looking forward to it and hoping we can put in a similar level of performance as we did at Wembley.
Sun's out. You're in a cup final. There'll still be the celebratory mood, I'm sure, from last weekend. How important are the crowd going to be in terms of getting behind the team after your, let's face it, poor run in the Premier League?
Yeah, we need the fans. We need the crowd to bring a positive energy and the right energy and get behind the team. We all want to do well for this club. We know that there's still a lot to play for. Like you said, a cup final. We can still get in the Champions League. We want to win every single game, and we've got 2 more games at Stamford Bridge. I think that's correct. Yeah, 2 more games at Stamford Bridge. So we want to win as many games as possible, and we'll need them. Is
the Champions League still realistic? Obviously, it's still open how many places there are going to be, depends on how Villa do in Europa League, blah, blah, blah. But if Liverpool and Villa win before you even played, then you can't reach top 5 anymore mathematically. But is that something you have to put out of your mind? Yeah,
I think you're right when you say that. Like we just have to win our games and not worry about anything else. And I think even further to that, we have to make sure our performance levels are right, and the results will come. So we have to just focus on ourselves and the next game and the next day and the next training session.
You've been around at the training ground now for a while, been in the hot seat a couple of times. There's a lot of talk, of course, about what's going to happen in the summer. Would a manager like to come here and be in charge of Chelsea? What would you say to any prospective manager, is Chelsea an attractive club to manage?
I don't think I have to sell that, in all honesty. It's one of the biggest clubs in the world. Great history of winning. We've got some unbelievable players, some of the best players in the world here. Great training facilities. You've got everything you could want. So I don't think I need to sell that, in all honesty. But yeah, thank you.
Thanks, Gary. Alex?
Hi. Very well. You?
Yeah, all good, thank you. Season almost over. I know you have a lot of work to do. What is the priority? What is the focus right now?
Getting tomorrow's training session right. Getting the next training session right. Getting the next game right. Taking it day by day and making sure that we're preparing at an elite level and making sure that we can perform in some massive games that are coming up against really high quality opposition. So trying to get every day right.
Nottingham Forest, the first Premier League game since Liam left. I know you had a good relationship with him. Did you have a chat with him and did he give you any advice?
Yeah, I had a conversation, like I'd said previously, with Liam the day that he left. I'd like to keep that private if possible. But it was a good conversation. I've got a lot of respect for Liam, a lot of time for him. It didn't work out here, and he'll go on to have a top career in coaching. It's just, sometimes it just doesn't work out at clubs.
I'm sure you watched Nottingham Forest last night. What do you make of them and how will they be dangerous at the Bridge? Yeah,
I watched them last night. I've watched many of their games. They're a really, really good side in a really good bit of form. Some top quality players, some real threats that we have to be aware of. So yeah, another massive game, another big challenge like every game in the Premier League is. But we'll be ready, we'll be prepared for that game.
And after that FA Cup win, some days off, what is the mood like around here at the moment?
Really positive. If football is a results business, and when you're losing, everything's the worst thing in the world, and when you win, it feels amazing. So the mood has lifted definitely after breaking the recent run of losses, and I thought we performed really well in the game at times. So that's another positive, and we showed lots of different elements to our game that we were really happy with. So we just need to try and continue that and stick to our processes that got that performance and carry on.
Just finally, are you enjoying it?
Yeah, it's I definitely am enjoying it. It's you can never be prepared for the intensity and the demand, but I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying the challenge. I'm enjoying the pressure. I enjoyed Wembley, so hopefully if you keep winning, you enjoy it.
Good luck on Monday.
Thank you.
Thanks, Alex. Nizar?
Hi, Calum. It follows on quite nicely from what you're just saying, but it feels strange to ask you after such a good result. But I wanted to ask you about some of the criticism you've had of lack of experience as an interim or an under-21s coach. So I wondered if you could answer that, and to no doubt influenced by your lack of a pro licence.
I haven't heard any criticism, so I don't know where that's come from. But I just focus on doing my job day to day, enjoying it like you said before, and giving the players what they need from a preparation standpoint.
Has it changed much, like your life? You're more visible now. You're on the sidelines. I saw Reece was pushing you towards the fans and stuff. Has that sort of changed because you can go under the radar a bit as a youth coach or an assistant?
Hasn't had time to change, to be honest. We're in here so much, and then any free time I get, I spend at home with my family and my young son. So I haven't been out and about to see if it has changed or not, but it doesn't feel any different. So
nobody's stopping you for selfies or asking you, you're going to play at the weekend?
No, thankfully not.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks, Nizar. Simon?
Hey, Colin.
Hi.
Did you get a well done from people above you in the club for the cup semi-final win?
Yeah, everyone was really pleased. All the staff at the game, like you said, the directors, everyone was really happy with the performance, especially the first half. And the second half, I thought the group showed character. So at the end of the day, you just want to get through to a final of FA Cup when you're in the semi-final. So yeah, everyone was pleased.
And is one of the benefits of getting to the final is you can now tell players, right, you're all playing for your place in the final now. They're all fighting for that starting role.
No, I don't. Yeah, of course that adds a little bit extra maybe to it, but we know that we're a massive club, and we want to be in the Champions League. We want to be in Europe. We want to push. We want to rectify the form that we had previously. So I don't feel that it adds any extra incentive. I think we need to go and attack every game as we did, and try and win every single game of football and see where that gets us at the end of the year. And obviously when you're in a cup final, you want to win that. So that should come naturally.
Thanks, Son.
And then just a quick one, Tom, sorry. Bit of a tangent here. As ex-England under-21s coach, are there any players that you're thinking of perhaps in the final few games, and particularly Mahagamala? Is that someone that could get a chance under you as you've got the Paris selection?
Yeah, good question. There's a lot of young talent in Cobham. I've had the pleasure of working with them for 6 months, so I know them really well. They're training with us all the time. They've got a massive game tonight in the quarter-final against Tottenham. I'll be at that game, watching that game, and I wish them the best of luck. And they can go and they've already won the league, but this is the playoff format now, so they can go and get 2 trophies this year. So I'll be watching, and there's a lot of talent in there that could definitely make the step up.
Okay, thank you everyone. Cameras off, please.
Thank you.